Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn birthday reading for January 20th, and this is kind of on the cusp between the two signs, but I thought I would put a last Capricorn birthday reading out there. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. And I hope you have an amazing, amazing happy birthday, okay? And all your wishes come true. All right, we have the Horned God, which is the Emperor, and that is crossed by the Nine of Pentacles. We have the High Priest, and that is the Hierophant. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Moon. We have the Battle Wagon, which is the Chariot. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Witch. And we have the Knight of Swords, and then we have our next one, which is the Page of Cups, which I love this Page of Cups in this card because it is the canvas is blank. What do you want to paint on it? What do you want to have happen this year? And I feel like that's kind of you right now, is you're not really sure what it is that you want to have happen that brings you in this happiness. You're not really sure what's going to be fulfilling for you. You're not really sure like what direction you want to go in. You're kind of a little clouded with that. You're not really, you know, maybe you had some ideas, but then you weren't really sure and you started to follow through with those. Then you're like, I don't really know. This could have to do with a relationship. If you're trying to decide on a relationship, on how you're feeling, maybe you were feeling pretty strong about it in the beginning, and then you're like, I don't really know. I'm starting to have this doubt set in. I'm starting to feel like I'm not really sure if this is the right relationship for me. Maybe you're not feeling that strong of a connection as you thought you were feeling. So I feel like you're taking the time, I feel like, to lay things out. Like she's sitting on the mat and she's got the wands, and then she has the flowers, and she has a knife, and she has a string. So it's like she's putting things together. She's putting things together in order to make these bundles, say, of the flowers and the wands or whatever, and put the string around it. So I feel like maybe this year you're sort of putting all of the ingredients, you're putting all of the things together so that it could be in 6 months or next year or what. I'm not really sure on the time frame, but I feel like you're kind of putting things together and kind of laying them all out. See what it is that you have, and then putting things together. You know what I mean? And it's like, just like with this Page of Cups, it's like, okay, she's got this beautiful scenery here to paint. She has this blank canvas. She has all of these paints and these brushes, and she's like, what is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to move forward is? And Nine of Swords can be kind of scattered energy, so it can be that you may have some scattered energy, but I feel like with the Horned God, which is the Emperor, I feel he represents clarity. Kind of deciding who deserves your attention, who deserves your time, or who or what deserves your attention and your time, because she has her money here, and she's handing it to this person, and this person is giving her flowers back. And then this person here has his hand out, but he has some dice hiding behind his back, kind of taking a chance, okay? And deciding whether who is worthy, who is worth your time, who is worth your money, who is worth your attention, who or what. So I feel these can represent, you know, situations, or it can represent people. We have the Ten of Swords. Maybe there's some things that you have to get back, you know, you have to work through first. I feel like you're not ready to make a decision on anything, and that's okay, because I feel like in this situation it's not about rushing into anything. We have the Battle Wagon, which is the Chariot, but that is the future energies. That's like 3 to 6 months from now or beyond. But so I do feel that you're kind of taking time to sort through all of this, and then you're ready to move forward. Then you're ready to move on. Then you're feeling confident. You're ready to lay down the path and see what's coming in. Right now, I feel like it's just kind of chilling. just kind of relaxing, seeing what's happening, feeling calm, not worrying about it, not worrying about those things. But I also feel like kind of getting yourself into that happy, good place so that you feel confident in the decisions that you're going to make. Not making a decision when you're stressed or you're worried or you're under pressure. Of course, sometimes we have to make those decisions, but I kind of feel like these are big life decisions that you're deciding on, and it's not anything that you want to rush. You want to have that clarity, you know, feeling that clarity on how to attain your happiness and how to grow and evolve. I feel like you're evolving, kind of putting things together. What is it that you want? Marriage, or, you know, birth, children, work-wise, personally, like putting all those ingredients together and figuring those things out. Not really sure where you're headed, but not focusing on the 3 empty cups, but seeing the 2 cups that are behind you, seeing the possibilities. Yeah, it can be at times where you can get kind of caught up in the negativity. Oh, this happened to me, and that happened to me, and this happened to me. But if that didn't happen to you, that happened, and that's why you're at the point where you're at right now. And are you going to take control of that and turn things around and turn yourself around and look at the 2 cups that are standing there? Okay, and looking at the positive aspects and not getting caught up in the negative aspects of what has gone on, and not worrying about the future. Like maybe, you know, putting too much pressure on yourself about the future and having to feel like you have to have this answer, but it's not worrying about that. It's like there are things that you're worrying about that, you know, you don't need to worry about. Like, I feel like these things will fall in place. Maybe it's like over stressing. What kind of picture am I going to paint? What kind of picture am I going to paint? I have to paint a picture, and having all that pressure put on you, like then you can't think about it, but letting it go and relaxing and just enjoying the positive things that are happening around you and embracing that gives you that clarity for what the picture is that you want to paint. We have the 10 of Swords, and then we have 6 of Cups. There may be some old relationships that you want to work through, that you want to deal with, that you want to kind of, maybe it's it could be letting go of those, maybe some negative energies that happened in your childhood, maybe some things that happened in your childhood. Maybe those are those things that you need to work through. Maybe those things are affecting you now. All right, maybe those energies are affecting you now, and so you take the time to work through those. That's what I was saying with the 10 of Swords, is are there some things that you need to work through, and is it some things from your childhood or past relationships? Do you kind of need to let those things go, you know? And just be like, okay, that was in the past, that happened, this is what I learned from it, and now I'm ready to move forward. And making those decisions on, again, like I was saying before, who deserves your time and your energy and who doesn't. All right? The Witch, which is the Magician, making things happen. You, the King of Pentacles, ready to make things happen. But taking your time and being patient, and when it's ready to happen, that you are going to put the work in. You are going to make things happen. You will, you know, be able to do those things. Right now, things are kind of on hold right now. You know, they're on hold. You're thinking about that picture that you want to paint. You're thinking about that, and that's okay. And that's okay. You're working through the things that you need to work through. You're focusing on the positive. You're learning and you're growing. But you'll find your clarity, and don't worry about that. Because I feel like that puts undue stress on it. Nobody knows what the future is going to bring, you know, and we can change paths many times. You know, we can think, okay, this is how it's going to be, and then things happen, life happens, and things change up, and it's like, how are you adjusting to that? How do you deal with that? Do you embrace it? Are you like, okay, I'll figure this out, or do you let that overwhelm you? But I feel like in this instance, I feel like it may overwhelm you for a little bit, but then I feel like you turn things around and you're like, yep, I'm ready to move forward. I'm not really sure, but I don't want to be stuck in this energy. You're ready to work on yourself. And that's a good thing. That brings a lot of growth, you know. Empress. All right, so let's get an animal oracle spirit card, and then let's get a fortune reading card. We have porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. That's totally what this reading is about. Time for beginner mind. New beginnings, new starts. With this painting right here, new beginnings and new starts. Having that mentality, knowing that, okay, I have this beginning, I have this blank canvas that I can work with, even though things have happened in the past, but still having this blank canvas to say, okay, today's a new day, and where do I go from here? Key, new beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? Letting go of the past, doing that work to let go on the past, not worrying about things that you can't control, and being ready for those new beginnings, okay? Those new beginnings and directions and adventures that are ready to come in for you. I feel like you're going to have a lot of opportunities this year, having that beginner mind ready to embrace all of these happy things that are coming in for you and to embrace them. And yes, are there going to be times where you're going to be frustrated and irritated? Yes, but how are you going to handle that? Are you going to let that consume you, or are you going to work through it and let it go, and then you're feeling better and positive and know that you are growing and learning from this? You are painting your picture. All right, I hope you have an amazing day. Happy birthday. And as always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.